What's up, digital presidents? I'm going to implement the hero funnel from start to finish. I went through it last night, and Woods was generous enough to give us all the pieces, and it's split up kind of over two different videos. And then there's some things that aren't in the videos about like how to set it up through GoDaddy that I'm going to do so that you can literally watch the entire thing. And I'm going to try to keep it as succinct as possible. So, we're going to start from scratch. So you want to go into the Funnel Hacker Club, and then, this is assuming you have a ClickFunnels account. If you don't have a ClickFunnels account, go and set one up. And there's a affiliate link in there from Woods to set it up through them so that you guys can share funnels. All right, so you click on here, down payment funnel, add funnel. So it's adding the funnel into my ClickFunnels account. I've already put the two together. So the next thing that you want to do while that's going is you want to buy a domain name. So I just bought this domain name, nodownpaymentmd.com. Now, when I type it out, excuse me, I'm probably going to capitalize the N, the D, the P, and the M so that it looks more clear. Now, the purpose of this domain name for me was so that when the domain name is typed out, somebody can read it and they're going to think that is some kind of a program, nodownpaymentmd.com. I have another one called MD loanprogram.com. Same thing. So that one I put together last night. Here's this one. So once you get your domain name, you have to be able to point it over to ClickFunnels. So that's what I want to start with. Here's the this is done. So we've already done that. Now let's go into ClickFunnels, and then here's the page. So we need to be able to point this over to that. Now there's a video in ClickFunnels if you go to the help section on how to point the domain name over to from GoDaddy over. So I'm gonna CNAME record. You have to point the CNAME over, and I'll show you how to do that really quick. And if you don't do that, it won't point, and this will get aggravating. There's actually two steps that they want you to do. So going back into here, go to manage my domains, and sometimes you have to wait a couple minutes after you buy a domain name before you can go in there and do it. So here it is. We want to manage DNS. All right, so here's where it is. And then you go log in your GoDaddy account, click on your DNS settings. If the CNAME with the www exists, edit it to target.clickfunnels.com and leave that period off the end. All right, then they have this little video down here that shows them doing that. So it's right here. Where the @ symbol is, you replace it with target.clickfunnels.com. Dun, 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 dun. That's done. Then there's one more thing that they want you to do. Down here where it says forwarding, click on add, and then change this to HTTPS, and then type in your domain name. I'm going to cut and paste it so that I don't mistype it. And put the www in. At least that's how the guy did it in the video. So now, all right, it says I might have received an email that says I have to confirm it. Let me do that real quick. I didn't get an email. I guess that was just telling me I could have gotten an email. All right, so next, now we are in this thing. So the first page is the offer, and this is just the one that everybody lands on. Now, I made a couple changes to this page right here. The first thing was I edited the little star, the little star house logo, which is a perfectly fine logo, but I just happened to know how to do this, and I felt like I wanted to tie it in a little better. So I'm gonna delete this one, and I made another one, and trying to think of the website that I use. I'll think of it in a minute. So now it says Maryland Loan Programs, and instead of the star, it just has the little Maryland flag. All right, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to edit this phone number so that I'm assuming hopefully there's going to be a an admin or something. Why can't I type on this? My numbers lock was off. All right, here we go. All right, the next thing that I did was I want to change, again, I want everything to be congruent. Maryland, I wanted to say Maryland. So buy your home now with little or no money down. Buy your home in Maryland. Let's just say should we say in MD or Maryland? That fits. All right, now at the bottom, see why more individuals and families are buying homes in 2019 with federal families in Maryland. Okay. Perfect. All right, then the last thing that we need to do is change all this stuff down here. Now I'm going to pause it. Well, before I do, I'm going to say this one right here. This privacy policy. What I did for that was I went on to a website, just type in Google privacy policy creator. Now, if you already have a website, even if it's one you bought, you could probably just grab the link to that privacy policy and put it in there. I created a privacy policy for the mayorgroup.net, and I'm going to put the link to that privacy policy right here because I figure where my privacy policy lives. And if you don't have one, just Google privacy policy creator, create one, and then put a page on your website, call it privacy policy, and put it on there. And if not, just create like a WordPress page somewhere, whatever it is. You need a privacy policy. Apparently, it's like Google will not index your page if it doesn't have a privacy policy. All right. I'm gonna edit all this now. All right, so I created that link. Now the next thing that I do, because I heard somebody say it in one of my classes, was you want to put equal housing opportunity somewhere on this thing. I feel like that's a good idea. So put that on there. And then you, of course, have to change this from Michael Reese over to all of your information. And I don't know if I need an address in the state of Maryland. So for now, I'm going to leave it just like this. Now, one important step you have to do is you have to click save. If you don't click save, everything you just did will be gone. So now hit preview. That looks good. That looks good. Man, it is better than good. That is beautiful. So now we need to do some of the back end stuff, and we need to put the form in Yeah. So this is how it's set up now. We're going to change all this out. It says Funnel Friday Hero Form. That's hilarious. All right, so we're going to swap this out, and I'll show you how to do that. All right, now we need to link them together. So this is the first page. So go to Sections. Maybe not. All right, so here's the 3 steps. All right, so now we need to work on the second step. All right, so the other day we learned in class that instead of using Typeform, now we're going to use Jotform. But Woods hooked us up with a way to skip it. So here we go. You have to have a Jotform account, and right now I have the free one because I haven't set it up yet. On the video from Digital President, it says all the questions on one page, I think, and that's the wrong answer. It should be single question per page, create form. And then you want to import form. Yeah. From a web page. And the URL is going to be in Digital President under the Down Payment Hero funnel in the Funnel Hacker Club. And you just cut and paste this. We'll find it eventually. Here it is. Okay. So you're basically importing that form, and then you're going to, here's all the questions, and then you're going to publish it. And I think that gives you a new form number. So 12155. Yeah, it's different. So now you have a new form, and then you're going to copy that, go into ClickFunnels on the second page, on the survey opt-in page. What are we doing? Maybe I have too many of these open. It's screwing me up. All right, down payment funnel. Here we go. And just if you're curious why I have 2 of them, I'm going to have one for 2 separate lenders. They're going to be completely different domain names, completely different everything. And then I haven't gone through KV Core yet to find out if I can have them completely separate in KV Core. All right, so when you come here, you're going to see the pages blank because everything's done through that Jotform script. So click on the custom Java HTML. Somewhere on here. There it goes. Open the code editor. Now you're just going to... I think you're just going to replace this. Just the Jotform part. All right. Could probably really just replace the last numbers, but whatever. Just cut and paste that in there. And then hit save just so you can remember to save it. And then you have to make the same changes as before with the phone number and the logo and then the stuff down here that says Michael Reese. So I'm going to do that real quick. All right, so those changes are made, and then we'll preview it. I don't know what's going on here. All right, something happened. Let's hit save again. Try it one more time. All right, I'm gonna have to play with this for a minute. Somewhere this may have gotten messed up when I did this. Copy link. Share options. Share as a form template. I'd like to. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. So when you do the embed form, click on the embed link and then copy that whole thing. Maybe, with this like scripting, if you get one space wrong, if you just like you can see it looks different for whatever reason, it'll mess it all up. Come on. There we go. Get your job form at Black Friday. I'm going to have to buy this today before I roll this out. All right, now we need to delete this. This says clone of the whatever, the Friday Hero funnel or something. So I don't see that in here. How do we get rid of that? Where would he have put that in? That would probably be in here. Great. All right. So that's probably in here somewhere. There it is. Title. Delete the title. And then I got to save this somehow. I don't see a save button. How do I save the deleted title? Come on, guys. Where's the save button? Come on. It says all changes saved. All right. All right, there we go. So we got that. Now hit publish. I don't see a new publish button. All right, let's try to hit refresh and see if we've deleted that. Dun, 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 dun. All right, perfect. Okay. So we definitely need to pay for job form because this looks ridiculous. But we got it up. So we got the first page up, the second page up. Let's do the third page really quick because this one's really easy. So I know that you're supposed to you're supposed to put a link to the MLS here. And normally when you're creating these, they're like going to be if you're doing like what do you call it? Home valuations or like neighborhood specific or zip code or town or city or whatever, then you're going to create an MLS search for that area. But this one's going to be the whole state of Maryland. So what do we do about that? Well, I think I'm just going to put them on a splash page of my EXP website. So anybody who has EXP KV Core, go ahead and watch this next 2 or 3 minutes. Anybody else, all you need to do is go into create a search, assuming your website will allow you to put a link to a search. All right, so here's my website, brianmayer.exprealty.com. All right, what I think I want to do then is, because it says like multifamily, it probably shows, look, condos, land, my listings, just listed. What we probably want to do is put a link to either just listed or just houses. I really don't want to do all of Maryland because this is really only going to run in Southern Maryland. Oh, this is frustrating. All right, we're just going to do houses. And we're going to copy this because this is basically where you're going to start to do a search, and it pops you right into the search box. So that's good enough for me. All right, so back to here. So it says, congratulations, you may qualify to buy a home. We're reviewing your application. Receive the results in 48 hours. Let's change this to 1 business day, 2 business days. Because if it's on the weekend, then, you know, it might not be 48 hours. If they do it Friday night, then they might not hear back on Sunday. And maybe that sounds more official anyway, right? All right. I'm going to just put this back in real quick. All right, backstage pass to the MLS. All right, so this button is what they're going to be clicking on. And then you're going to set an action to go to website URL and then, bam, put in this ridiculously long thing. And then hit save. And I don't see the Michael Reese stuff on this page, so let's just change the phone number really quick, and this page might be done. Come on. All right, hit preview. And Gibson Island. Why does it say that? What in the heck? All right, it's definitely not whatever it is. This is still what I wanted, so it works. All right, so this is done. Just look at it again really quick. Oh, there it is down there. All right, so I need to change this one more time. Let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll move on. All right, this page is done. Now we'll go back to link everything together. So what we need to do now is we need to make the domain name nodownpaymentmd.com. There's a couple things that they want us to do. The first thing is we need to link them together. So we'll go to the, I'm still trying to remember how to do all this, but we're going to go to settings. All right. Go to settings. We're going to call this no down payment funnel number 2 because I have 2 of these. And then the domain name, we need to click on add edit domains. See, that one's still not done. Why is it not done? Set up SSL. Check now. I set this up last night. Come on. Success. Boom. All right, great. So, all right. Sorry I got off track. I was just looking at my other one. All right, so we click on add new domain because we're going to now point the domain to the ClickFunnels. So use an existing domain, and then there it is, nodownpaymentmd.com, add the domain, and then here's where it actually explains to go to that this page right here and put in target.clickfunnels.com. See, it says the CNAME target, I've done the step. It's going to check. Congratulations, and then associate funnel. Oh, come on. Let's try again. No. Okay. Here's where. So I didn't save it before I know that it's going to be the down payment funnel because I typed in number 2, but I didn't hit save. So it's going to be the down payment funnel. There you go. You got to choose it from the drop down, click on associate funnel, and magic. All right. The last thing that you want to do with this stuff is you want to click on the edit, and then you want to click on set up SSL and add SSL. It takes a while to do it. The other thing they want you to do is, this is probably never going to happen, but if there's a not found page, it'll take them back to the main page. All right. So that should be done. It says successfully added. How do we get back? When in doubt, just go to the beginning. All right, so we're going to edit this again, and then we're going to go to settings. All right, we never saved it, so we're going to call this number 2. And then down, it's like you have to go all the way to the bottom, save and update settings. Now, a couple little other things. This actually should be, I think I have to publish it maybe, but I'm going to show you one other little thing that I did. Why does it say setup not completed? So the head tracking code is where you want to put in your Facebook tracking code. And then the Favcom URL. What'll happen is when you open up your page, let me see if it works yet. Let me go to publish. All right, come on, guys. Publishing. I think there's some step we have to do in here. Funnel step name. We're going to call this offer first page of down payment number 2. Offer first, we'll just call this the first page of down payment funnel number 2. And again, where is the save button at? I don't see one. Update funnel step. Maybe try that. All right. It's supposed to be no down payment md.com. Let's try it. How do you get those incognito pages open anyway? I don't remember. All right, well, we've never opened it anyway, so let's just go ahead and open it. No down payment md.com. Bam. Buy your home in Maryland now with little or no money down. See if I'm eligible. Only the owner can see this button. Okay, fair enough. All right, so there's my information here at the bottom with the privacy policy link. Now the next thing, this thing looks beautiful, by the way. He doesn't have it set up to be required. We can go in there and make these required. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to even get through this. So one thing that we probably need to do is we probably need to go into Jotform and go to the very last page, and we need to send it to the URL for this third page right here. Thank you offer right here. So this is going to be the URL for that. And then once they get to this page right here, text your confidential information, phone number, submit. That's the last one. Edit thank you page. Show redirect to an external link. I just copied it. Great. All right, there. That's what we want. All right, that's what we want. And again, where is the save button? I guess it's the publish button. All right. So one thing I wanted to show you was this. When you open up this website, this no down payment, whatever, right? Then you see this little symbol right here in the tab. That's for ClickFunnels. And again, guys, I'm getting into the weeds on this, but I just get a little weird. So I like to change my favcom. I guess that's how you say it. And you have to create it and you have to upload it and all this stuff. Down payment funnel number 2. Where are we at? I'll show you what I mean. It's under publishing, I think. Nope, it's under settings. Come on. This is why I'm doing this video, because I went through and did all this, and even after I'm doing it the second time, like, it's just kind of like stop and start a lot. All right, right here, the URL to the favcon. If you don't know what this is, Google it really quick. I'm going to pause it and put one in. Well, I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I have my own website, themayorgroup.net, and I uploaded the favcom into this website. And then I obviously have a link to it, and then I'm going to put the link in here. This is a WordPress website. You could put this anywhere. There's even like places online where you can store this favcom image. There it is. All right, so here's where I would really like an incognito window, but I can never remember how to open those. I guess that's a good thing that I don't know how to open incognito windows. How the hell do you open one? Three-dotted icon, top right corner. Oh, right here. All right. What was the name of the website again? NoDownPaymentMD.com. All right, let's look at it now. All right, my Favcom did not get updated. It's in there. I don't know why. All right, I'll worry about that later. Let's go back and let's just make sure this works the way it should. All right, see if I'm eligible. You know, I don't know why it takes me into this black screen, but I mean, I don't hate this idea, but I don't know why it does this. And we can go in and make these required. I know Wood showed us how to do that. So when we click on submit, it should take me to a new thank you page. Beautiful. There's the thank you page. And then backstage pass to the MLS. And boom. All right. Now, this is done. It looks good. It works. Everything is beautiful. The one thing that we have not done is we have not linked this up to our CRM. So any input that's put in there does not go into a CRM. So what you need to do to do that is go back into JotForm and link it to your CRM. Now, I have not even done this yet. Integrations, this is where you want to do it. And what you really want to do is you want to do, I know Woods has talked about this several times, is Zapier, Z-A-P, I think it's P-I-E-R, right there. This will allow you to link it up to anything. If you don't have the easiest way to do it, if you don't want to do that, is probably you can create a free Google Drive account. If you have a Gmail address, you already have one. And then you can just create a spreadsheet right here. It's free, and you can have it update the spreadsheet. And then you can also click this button to send emails after submission. Anybody who sends a submission, you get an email, and then you can create a rule in your email that forwards the email to somewhere else. You can create a rule that will forward the email to 443-624-9398 at vtext.com, which is my email address that forwards to my SMS, my text messages, and then I'll get a text message with all the form submissions. There's a lot of different ways you can do that, but we just literally went from scratch and built the entire funnel. It's ready to go. I can meet with my lender next week, show this to him, and I want him to give me $800 so we can get started, and give me a dialer to make these phone calls. So just to finish up, I think Wood said that leads were running $8 a piece. $800 would give you 100 leads. And if you just ran them, during the day, Monday through Friday, you figure that's what, 3 leads a day, 4 leads a day. It's not a ton. We're not going to be spending 4 hours a day on the phone. This is going to be more of like when it pops in, just make a quick phone call, make it happen. And I think when these first roll out, the first day will probably be busier, and it'll crescendo down. And over time, they'll trickle in less and less, and then we can change up the ads. But that's it, guys. I hope you found this informative. Obviously, if you have any questions, submit them to Woods. If you watch this video, I mean, I'm happy to try to help. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to take this part over. I just wanted to make this succinct so that you can watch the whole thing start to finish. And I just did it because in the Digital President, this is split up over 2 videos, and some of it wasn't even covered in here. So, I mean, I got through it, obviously. So I just wanted to put it together. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a great weekend.